Hi, we're gonna do the Pilates side leg series. And what you're gonna need is a thicker mat, so around an inch would be good. Just have a little more cushion. Otherwise use carpet. And then if you wanna have a yoga block or something similar so that when you put your top leg on it, you have your knee in line with the hip somewhat. Okay, so we're gonna go through a little bit of a mobility warm-up, do our side leg series on each side, and then I'll show you a couple internal, external rotation stretches for your hip. All right, let's get going. Okay, we're gonna go into some hip mobility for a warm-up here. So you're gonna sit with both knees over to one side and you just lean forward over that front leg. And then you're gonna push the hip down on the back leg. Keep the abs pulled in, lengthen through the sides of the waist with your chest open. And now you're gonna start to reach across a little bit. Don't force it, just keep it easy. So you'll feel this all through the hips and in through the sides of the waist. Switching sides, same thing. Leaning forward, and then coming up and trying to push your sit bone down if you can. This should not be painful at all. You could try sitting on a higher surface if that feels better to you. Now reaching across. Keep abs engaged, chest open as you're doing this. Okay, here we go. We're gonna line ourselves up with the back of the mat. Abs pulled in, chest open, and pinch the shoulder blades a little bit. Swing your legs towards the front of the mat. You can have your head down if you'd like, or have it propped up if that feels better to you. Reach your legs as long as possible. Lift the top leg up in line with the hip, and you're gonna kick the leg forward and then swing the leg back slow and controlled. You don't want to move your upper body at all. So you're doing a point of the toe forward, flex the foot back 3 times, and now reverse it. Flex the foot forward, point the toe, swing back. Don't overthink it. Just try to keep that top leg in line with the hip and don't let it bobble as you do that. Now we're going into double beat, lift up, beat, beat, lift, down, down, left. Really try to lengthen the leg up and rotate the knee up towards the ceiling as you do that. Your chest needs to stay open and your abs are pulled in. Now passe, slide the foot up, flex the foot and come down. Point the toe, flex the foot and down. Slide, reach the leg up long, zip the legs together. Now reverse the motion. So you kick the leg up, point the toe, and then reach the leg really long on the way down. Your upper body doesn't move. It's nice and strong and stable. Now you're doing leg circles, one direction. Go ahead and reverse. Keep the leg as long as you can. Try to make it longer than your bottom leg. Now you're going to do your leg circles just behind you a little bit. So basically it's like you swing that leg back and the body, it's in a straight line there. Circle the other direction, same thing. Gluteus medius lifts. You lift up a little bit and come down. So it's just a mini lift. Lengthen that top leg up and don't lift too high. Just keep focusing on the length of that leg. And now you're doing a double leg lift here. So glue those legs together tight. Abs pulled in, chest open. Keep the legs glued together with the knees and ankles together. Lift both legs up and come down. Now, if you've been pushing into the floor, could you try to raise your top arm up? Now we're going to go into close the hatch. So the bottom leg lowers, zip the legs together. Down, zip the legs together. And then could you do lower leg circles there? Just a couple each way. Keep the legs long. Breathe. Okay, so now we're going to work a little more for inner thighs. So you're going to just have the top leg resting on a yoga block if you want, or you can use a book. And just point the toe, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift as high as you can with a straight leg. Now flex your foot. Lift and down. Keep reaching that leg as long as you can. Abs are pulled in. Now you're going into leg circles again. Now you're trying to make those circles even bigger with the leg as straight as you can. Circle the other direction. Figure 8. So think of an 8 on its side. And then you want to reverse the motion, same thing. Keep reaching the leg as long as possible as you do that. Try not to bend the knee at all. Okay, now we're going back to the top leg doing the work here. So hot potato. So the toe is going to rotate down. And then you're going to tap the toe in front 4 times. And then lift up and rainbow behind. And then do the same thing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in front. 2, 1. Go behind. 2, 1. Now front and back and front. Can you keep the toe rotated down slightly as you do that motion? Top leg is long, long, long. Bottom leg is planted hard. Bicycle. Now think of a big, huge bicycle here. Bend the knee, kick out, swing the leg back, and don't arch your back. Kick your butt, knee goes to the chest, extend the leg out, and swing back. So you're doing a big bicycle with the leg, but your upper body stays still. Abs pulled in tight right below your belly button. Now reverse the motion. Big bicycle backwards. Swing the leg forward, bend the knee, reach back long. Now, big leg circles, as big as you can make them. Really reach back, back, back. Abs in, open chest, bottom leg planted. Swing the leg forward. Lift, 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 up, up, up. You're going to feel this even in through the obliques there, through the sides of the waist. Make it as big as you can. Exaggerate the motion. We'll all look different here. Then you reverse it. Go back. Now this is where you feel the obliques up, 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 and around, and then swing back. Keep trying to plant that bottom leg down. Exaggerate the motion and go really slow and controlled with it. Okay, one side down. So let's just do a quick shake of the legs here. Crisscross the legs and then come forward if you can. If you can't, you just stay really tall with the open chest, okay? Otherwise, the tailbone will tuck, but you need to have length through both sides of the waist. Switch legs, same thing, up tall, or you can lean forward, breathe into it, stretching out the hips. Okay, now we go into the other side. Just have the yoga block where you can grab it. Line yourself up with the back of the mat again. You're going to swing your legs forward, and we're going to go back to that forward back leg swing here. So upper body will not move at all. Keep it as still as you can. Point the toe forward. Flex the foot back. point the toe forward, don't round your back. Flex the toe back and don't arch. Now point the toe forward, flex back, flex forward, point back, flex forward, point the toe back. Don't overthink it though. As long as that top leg is long, that's what's important. Going into double beat again, lift up, down, down, lift. Now, as you lift the leg, could you rotate that knee up towards the sky? And then close the leg as you go down. Lift, down, down, lift. Long leg. Passe. Think nice and graceful and be as smooth and controlled as you can there. Point the toe. Now flex, zip the legs together. Point the toe, lengthen up, flex, and together. Okay, you're going to reverse the motion. Kick the leg up, bend the knee, and then slide down the leg. Point the toe, flex up, bend, and now point the toe and reach the leg long. Chest stays open the whole time, abs stay pulled in the whole time. Okay, leg circles. Plant even your bottom leg there and reach that top leg long as you do your circles. Now reverse it. Okay, ready? Swing the leg back in line with the body. Leg circle again. Okay, circle the other way. Same thing. Small circles, but they're long, long leg. Now, gluteus medius lift and lower. And it's a very small move. Focus more on the length, less on the height. Close the hatch. Now it's a double leg lift and down. So zip those legs together as much as you can. If you want to float this top arm up, you can. And you'll work the stabilizers a little bit more through your core. Now close the hatch, lower the bottom leg down, and then zip the legs together, lower down, zip together. Second side's always harder. Are you feeling it right now? And then you're doing lower leg circles. Reverse the motion. Swing the legs forward, and you're actually going to go into a inner thigh leg lift here. So point your toe, lift and lower. Now, reach that bottom leg as long as you can, and then lift. Flex the foot, lift again, and lower. Try not to bend the knee at all. Okay, and then leg circles, make it bigger. Reverse the direction, same thing. Figure 8. Trace the shape of an 8 with your foot. And reverse the motion of that figure 8. Make it big, nice and long. Okay, so then we're going back into outer thigh here. Hot potato. So rotate that toe down, tap the toe in front 4 times. Up, 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 and back 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up, 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 and then in front 2, 1. Come behind 2, 1. Now it's front and back and front and back. Try to keep the toe rotated down. And think of it like a big rainbow that you're trying to make, forward and back. Abs engaged, breathe, open chest. Okay, big bicycle. Bend the knee. Knee goes to the chest, kick the leg up, swing it back. Now, you're doing a big bicycle, but the upper body does not move. Focus on stabilization through your core. Now, reverse it. So it's backwards. Bicycle, swing the leg forward, bend the knee, reach back long. Okay, now big leg circles, like as big as you can make them. Really exaggerate that motion and go slow and controlled. Go slower than what you want to do. Plant your bottom leg down as much as you can. Reach up, 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 and back and down. Swing forward. Lift up, 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 and really rotate. Make it as big as possible. Reverse the direction. Here's where you're going to feel the obliques as you lift up, 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 and come back and around. You should not feel pain with this, though. If you need to make it a smaller range of motion, of course, that is fine. You did it. Nice work. Both sides down. So crisscross the legs again. And up tall, open chest, and then you can take it forward. Breathe into it. Switch the cross of the legs. Lift up, and then taking it forward. Breathe. Now we're going to grab a yoga block for internal, external hip rotation. If you'd like to roll your mat up so your hips are up higher as you're sitting there, feel free to. We're going to start with internal hip rotation. So you're going to have the yoga block at the highest level. You're going to push the knee down into the yoga block and push the hip down. Flex your foot, hip down, lengthen through the sides of the waist. Stay tall if you'd like. Your bottom leg or your straight leg is planted too. You want to feel this really deep in the internal rotators of our hip here. Then you're going to open the knee out as much as you can. Actively push the knee down with your hand. Do not force it, keep it easy. Working through the external rotators of the hip now. Coming back in. Now, if you'd like to have the yoga block at a lower angle now, you can. Just listen to your body on that. Keep planting the foot down, the hip down, lengthening through the sides of the waist. Push the knee down hard. And again, there should be no pain in your knees at all. Let's open it back up. External rotation of the hip, pushing that hip down, foot is flexed. Your forward leg is planted down too. Keep breathing into it. Now we're switching sides here. So foot flexed, open that knee up, and then push it down into the yoga block. Pushing the hip down, go through your checkpoints, foot is flexed, nice and tall, breathe. Just take your time with it. If you'd like to have your foot positioned back more, if that feels better to you, that's fine too. Okay, time to switch the direction there. Opening the hip up, feeling more through the outside of the hip there. Breathe. And doing it again, internal rotation. Maybe you go from a lower angle of your yoga block. Breathe into it. Foot flexed. Never forcing. It should feel good. Shake the legs out, and then go ahead and just sit in a comfortable position for you. Remember that Live Joyfully Well is about focusing on all areas of wellness each week to increase your joy. So maybe this week you focus a little bit on your emotional joy and maybe reflect on a joyful experience in your life and really think about the details of that experience. Focus inward, take a nice deep breath in, blow it out. Go ahead and place your hands over your heart. Feel that heartbeat. You guys, thank you so very much for joining me. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.